All right, so first of September, it's Labor Day. It's cold out. We had this really bad hot summer, and then all of a sudden it just broke and it's gotten really cool. Now, yesterday, I spent several hours on and off getting this antenna up in the attic, and it's not impressive at all compared to my Winegard. I bought this really long VHF antenna one time, and basically the same idea. Super big antenna, and I was supposed to it was supposed to dance. It was supposed to do all kinds of magical things with the signals, but it didn't. And that's because the Winegard is so good. Finding something that's better is tough. Now the Winegards that I use, I have two of them. They're going for $150 now. They've climbed up because they're considered a really good antenna. Now this thing here, the HDB91X. If you watch Antenna Man, when he compares it to two, I would say, crappy antennas, and he said it did better. And then he didn't like the build quality of the plastic, but that wasn't my problem. I kept looking around. Everybody kept saying this is a really good antenna, but does anybody actually compare antennas like I do? I bought so many of them, and so many just go back out in the garbage. I'm telling you, uh, I double check everything, and when it doesn't perform like I think it should, I put it in the recycling bin because it's mostly aluminum. And the Wineguards won out, and then I bought a second one, and then I tried combining two signals, and it didn't work. So I read more. I found the trick where the both wires that come from the combiner to each antenna have to be the same length. That was the trick. Once I did that, it worked. So I put two antennas up in the attic, two Wineguards aiming at Philly, and I couldn't get that channel 29 to come up. It's actually 31. And so I said, well, I'll buy this antenna. Everybody kept saying this is so much better. And I get the same amount of signal on 29. There's something weird going on with 29. Now it's sitting at 31, and that's the end of the new band, the new UHF band. So something's going on with that. But the two antennas combined together allow me to sit and channel surf. That's what I really realized. I can stream stuff on my Wi-Fi, not my internet. I have 5G. I have unlimited access. I could send somebody some money, and I could stream different channels. But the thing is, I want to channel surf. Now, when you channel surf, you click the button and you watch a program. You might only watch a few minutes of it, and then you click to the next thing that catches your interest. But it's very fast. There's no time to wait for the thing to synchronize and all that nonsense. But I started talking to other older people, and they said they do the same thing, and I'm doing the same thing. But now with the two antennas combined together, I have more channels. And late at night, there's different things on that catch my interest. Now, MeTV just changed the schedule. They took the Honeymooners, which I might land on and watch for 15 minutes, is now later at night. So they got me again, and it's amazing. And that's today. MeTV changed their schedule today slightly, and maybe some of the other stations will change their schedule and bring something down around 9 o'clock that I want to watch. I'm tired of the King of Queens. Okay, my favorite thing was Frasier. I wasn't a big Frasier fan, but when I would watch it, I'd chuckle a little bit. It was humorous, but it would also get me ready for sleep. That's the honest truth. And they took that off, and they have the King of Queens, and I used to like that show. But what's happened is I realized the woman that plays on that show, Carrie, in real life she's just not a nice person, and that bothers me, you know. But anyway, this antenna, for its giant size, it is 8 feet long, and I got it up. I took it up in two sections, and I'm trying to hook the two sections together. And I have a LED flashlight, and the LED flashlight, when you're in a dark space, it makes things really bright and lots of dark shadows. and I'm up on the pull down staircase, and the would be the rails of the steps. Or the steps themselves are very small, and I'm 73 years old, and I got my knees are up against the rails of the steps, or up against the steps. I'm getting all kinds of like pains shooting through my legs, and little cramps and jitteriness. And I'm like, all I have to do is hook two sections together and two wing nuts, and I was having trouble. And there's no floor in the attic. In other words, you have to lean. There's one piece of plywood down there. You got to lean over from the staircase over and work on the antenna and get it into position. Got it in position, came down. Oh, and before I got in position, uh, I ran it with these two front sections off, and it did really well. And I put these two sections on. It really didn't help. Now these are called directors. All right, this is a reflector. This is the active element. This is what actually picks the signal up. This directs the signal and supplies it to the detector-like section. There's not a lot to this. Now this antenna does have the 75 ohm plug for impedance, which is really good, but for its size of 8 foot, no. Unless you really need that little more amount of signal to keep the picture from breaking up, yes. But to get more new channels that you weren't getting with the other end, no. That's what I'm telling you. Now I watch, like I said, I watch other people what they say. I don't see another antenna. I know how the signals I should be getting with an antenna based on if it's aimed at Philly or aimed at Harrisburg. Harrisburg, what the hell channel was it? 27. Now 27 is in 2 or 3 locations, believe it or not. Red Line has a tower. It has a religious station and some of the 27 sub channels. And then in another spot there is 27, the channel itself. So you aim towards Red Lion, and you can sort of get 27 if there's no leaves on the trees. So what I went for was the Fox network, PBS, and 21 CBS, and I get different sub channels. And that's what I shoot for. Is the sub channels sometimes have something interesting. I got MeTV as a sub channel, Ion, Dare is gone, Defy is gone, Roar is around, but there's a whole bunch of these sub channels. Movies, not movie channel, but movies. I can't get those sub channels, and the weather channel, but it's local Philly weather channels, not the weather channel. But there were certain things I was hoping to get, but the big breakthrough was the two antennas combined. That did it for me. That gave me those extra channels. And, and of course, when you watch Ask This Old House, it's been dumbed down. And the guy puts up bifold doors, which are tacky. I have them in this house. I was very disappointed. I sat there and I'm watching them put them up, and I'm like, why am I watching this? I have to deal with those stupid doors. When I first got in here, they weren't set in right, or the people from hitting them in the wrong way. I had to take them down, bend different brackets correctly, put them back up. But I'm not watching. And the other day, it was another one on. He was showing something. I'm like, this is the new housing stuff. See, a lot of Ask This Old House, they're going to newer houses. Remember? Well, anyway, things change, and it's changed. So I'm watching that channel going, well, they took the magic out of this channel. And it's funny the way as time moves on. And I was listening to there's a video on YouTube about MeTV changing the schedule. And they got the Dragnet stuff from my generation. It's really late at night. It's for the people that are they're end of life and they can't sleep, and they stay up and they watch MeTV, and the commercials are all about doctors and stuff like that. But I just want to tell you, I'm not impressed by this antenna at all. Would I recommend it? No, no. Sorry. You know, uh, it, it. I can't even say it does give me more signal at all. The WineGuards are really good. Well, like I said, the WineGuards are $150 each now. I think they were, one of them was 89 when I first bought it, and yeah, I got into that, wanting to combine two signals and hoping that helped, and learning. But I learned a trick on that, and I passed it on to you. And I looked at other people's videos, and they just it's content. It's all content. They don't watch out for this, watch out for that. This is what's happening. No, no, it's just pure content. Even the antenna, this company has a how to put it together, and because up in here, they don't show which way to um, the transformer unit that transforms from 300 ohm down to 75, and they don't show which way. You can go in two different ways. So finally I got the magnifying glass out. You can't see it on this drawing. Then I found the assembly, and down below in the comment section, well, how much does it cost? How do you turn it into a Wi-Fi antenna? Yeah, Wi-Fi is mega gigahertz. This goes up to half half a gig. Yeah. So I was reading the comments. Some people are really stupid out there. They really are. But in other words, they're playing make believe. They're going to ask this guy, and not some of them did get answered, but it had mostly to do with sales. And anyway, I got to find out which way to put the that transformer section in. But hopefully this video is still going. I noticed whenever I do the first video, it might lock up and go bad. Last night I was doing some final searching, and Foxfire locked up. This morning it tried to recover my pages, and then it said some program was slowing it down, which I know is Norton. Norton sees that it crashed, that Fox crashed, and it's making some changes, Foxfire. Then it starts running a scan. Some mornings, all three programs are fighting each other, and I just walk away. I'm like, this is bullshit. But I just want to tell you, good luck trying to get extra stations. I'm still thinking about it. Oh, what I'm doing next is I have an antenna that's laying on the floor, or yeah, on the floor of the crawl space. I'm going to turn that towards. I got to always think about this. Delaware. I can't think of the other state now. They're down there. Anyway, yeah, I have trouble with remembering Delaware and the other state down there. And I'm older, and I'm starting to, I'm in decline. And I just want to tell you, standing up there on those steps and leaning over was really a pain in the ass. But yeah, there's some stations. Philly's, one of Philly's stations, it's considered a Philly station. It's actually the transmitters in Delaware. And there's another state down there. Oh, well, it is what it is. I just wanted to tell you what I found out. And because I don't do content videos. I do videos that I work on something, and then I tell you what I found. That's what mine are, and I don't make money on my videos. I noticed that I went to look back at one of my older videos, which was the Blade 70S, and because some guy just said it helped them. Again, they're still coming in yet and saying that was a good video, and a commercial popped up. See, I feel as though I shouldn't have to look at commercials. If I'm submitting videos that other people watch that have commercials, I shouldn't have to see commercials. But you have to buy, I think, is it not Pro, Extra, whatever it's called. In other words, you have to spend extra money on YouTube to get rid of the commercials. And they're really getting longer, and they're really annoying. And that Kevin Hart guy, I'm tired of his face. I think that's it. All right, that's it.